Hey, Demmoch, you there? Mr. Demmoch, are you present?
Hey, what up?
You have a challenger. Would you be interested in having a debate with somebody?
Challenger
Yeah, you have a challenger.
for a debate of what?
I think it's flat Earth or related.
Who's the challenger? I mean, not that it matters. I don't know.
Name starts with an M.
McToon?
I didn't say anything. Are you
Oh.
interested?
When's he trying to do it?
What's your time frame?
Well, I was gonna. Okay, time frame.
Yeah.
Where's he at? What, did he message you now or recently or something?
No, he's not messaging me right this second. I was I was asked.
Right.
And
I was just wondering if he asked you.
I know you don't check DMs, so I'm asking you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can do it, but I'd like to do it, but like, he never wants to actually debate what I'm trying to debate. He wants to mute me and then like carry on about something that's not physical. I want to debate the actual physics of how a curve is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Curved water, the attributes of reality, and how a horizontal line actually should increase in elevation, or someone should be able to fall or fly down vertically with the sea on the side of them. Yeah, on a globe. But he doesn't want to do that.
I'm just trying to set it up, man. Like if you want to set your terms or something.
So
maybe,
I mean, is he going to do it in your room or is he going to do it on his show?
Well, he'd be doing it here.
Okay, because on his show, I just get muted and he just like talks to himself. But if you do it here and like you don't let him mute me every 5 seconds, not that I'm going to talk over him at all. I just want to have a fair shake with him. That way he gets to talk.
I could try to make it fair. Yeah.
And seriously, if it's actually fair, then you're going to get a good Demmoch. But the thing is they never want to like, okay, if I say, hey, get a sphere out and and they won't ever like, they'll get a ball out and they'll say, look, here's the ball. And then that's where it ends.
Yeah.
They won't do the thing that I'm asking or demonstrate or show. And I just find this weird, like to a person that's like got everything on lock, you know what I mean? And they're supposed to know everything, but they can't stick an actual stick to the globe to which part of Florida water or whatever we can get the tent. And it's going to match in reality too, because, you know, a horizontal line poked into curve.
I mean, I said I would ask. I mean, you can make your demands, I guess. I could try to make it as fair as possible.
No, just about physics. It's not a demand of anything. It's just the physical attributes of reality, curve reality versus flat not moving, curve moving. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, if he wants to do that. I don't want to talk about math that there's no physicality to or cartoon fucking stars and pick, you know, I mean, I want to make a definitive point. If we get to the end of this debate, somebody should be like, hey, I can come to a conclusion today. This gentleman doesn't know how to draw an earth curve, you know. Where do we go from there?
I can't tell you, dude. I'm just trying to pass a message along, you know. Like I guess it'd be up to you to sort out how that works. I can talk to him about the mute abilities or something, or see what could be done.
Well, like, and it's really not even I mean, think about this, Riggs. It's 2026. We're told nothing but we're stupid. It's a globe. They know. They know. They know. Like, you can't forget that word.
Yeah.
They know, right?
Yeah.
And they say the word debate. Shouldn't it just be like a show and tell? Shouldn't you just shut me up by all the proof you have?
I like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm down for.
Yeah. Well, so you're going to say, yeah, well, we can debate as long as you can show me water sticking around a ball or something.
Any physical attribute that can match in reality, like how a scale works on an actual ball. And if it matches outside, then we're on to something, buddy. But if you can't put something on a spinning ball and match the attribute of reality, if you think reality is a spinning ball, we have a problem. There's a disconnect.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
you know they're not going to be able to do that. So
hold on.
You know,
they can too get a ball and put a scale on it and show you what it's going to do. They 100% can. I could too right now and go get a basketball, put a scale on it right now, a little Mel scale, put it on there, right? I'll super glue it on there, tape it, whatever you need, and then we'll put something on there, and I'll put it on there to where you can't. It won't hurt the scale, like it's not going to hurt the top part, and then we'll sit it still, and then put something on the top, right? Like flat Earth, I guess, right? Stationary, not moving flat Earth with the ball not moving, and you'll get the weight of something, right? Then we'll take it, spin it around, whatever rotation and put the scale there, and like, then what's it going to do? You're not going to get your weight. So how can they prove what a spinning ball and a scale are supposed to be like without one? How
I don't know, bro.
how
Do
Yeah,
you
how are
want it
you
or
and I
not?
going to learn?
Do you want it or not, bro? I don't know. I don't know. They're not, I mean, this is what all of them. This is the problem with all of them, bro. I don't tell you. Either
No,
you
but the
can
things I asked
give them the
for.
sauce or not.
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm just saying. No, I thought you already met, but the things I asked for can 100% be done, but they'll sit there and mute me, and their face will turn real red and they just won't do it. Because, like, we're on a ball, right? If we are, and I go to get on a scale, I'm supposed to be standing on a moving scale on a moving ball underneath me. And
Hmm.
then, yeah, how does that work if they can't match it, if they don't know what it is? Yeah, no, I'll do it. Let me know when he wants to do it or whatever.
Okay.
I was gonna do a couple things. Probably take me about an hour, but after that, I mean, if he wants to do
Oh
it
no,
tomorrow,
not. Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, but soon is okay with you within a week or two or something.
yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, my debate is what flat Earth is doing versus what a real ball does. I mean, I can debate him on what a real ball's going to do every day, and he'll never win because he doesn't know. He's not allowed, you know. But I'm not saying I live on that ball. I'm just telling you I can show you what a ball does. I don't lie about it. It's not making up stories. If I spin it and put stuff on it, that's what it's going to do. I get a bigger one, it's going to do the same thing. I get an even bigger one. Guess what? It's going to do the same thing. So I haven't found a ball that acts different or magic like a globe yet than another ball, no matter how what size difference it is. So where have they got two balls that act different to show us that one big? Yeah, it's just I don't know, man. There's really nothing to debate. I mean, there is stuff to debate, but it's only physical stuff that you can actually debate. You can't debate these dudes on their what ifs and their straight curves that are straight, so straight they don't know, but they're so curved in a squared function, and they can't tell a squared function from zero. It's like banging your head on a nail. You're not going to get anywhere. You know what I mean? These dudes, like, I hate to even say it, but they're slow. Like literally, they are slow. To think that you can just get on a boat and go under the sea and sail around under the sea on a pontoon boat while you're on the sea. Come on. I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. It's like a schizophrenic debate that they put you in to begin with because they give you the attribute of flat Earth to prove all the physics, and they say you live on a ball, but a ball that the flat Earth physics prove, where it's a horizontal, flat, level, stationary, and that's how we test and do everything. From a stationary point of view, if you didn't have a stationary point of view, there would be no idea of quantifying anything. You couldn't quantify a speed. You couldn't quantify a distance. You couldn't quantify a length. So all the things they claim to know when they say they live on a ball, they just made all those things impossible, like Einstein. Relativity just jumped in their way. So yeah, yeah, I wasn't saying I wouldn't debate him. I'm just saying, between two common sense people, I mean, in 2026, how do you approach a debate where a person can't physically draw the curve, produce it, print it out? It doesn't really physically exist in front of your face. What do you do? Like, what's your job in a debate that's already won by the simple aspect that it can't be produced? It's already won. It's already flat Earth because there's no. If you can't make a curve, what's the math good for? Put it on the wall. Put it on the glass, baby. Put that math on the glass and trace it. Yeah, I'll debate him. He'll just end up muting me a lot.
Well, I'm trying to talk to him about that, so we'll see. He doesn't respond super often, but he does. So I'll probably know within a day or two. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. I remember one time, man, he would message me every day for like 3 months. And then I finally talked to him, right? And then I went over the thing, told him what my name would is. I told him what picture to put my penny. He didn't do it. Then eventually, when we went during a live, he switched it. And when I told him, uh, but I told him what our debate was going to be about. I said I said I actually want to debate you on the physical attribute of a flat stationary thing that we can test, that is a real thing that you can believe, versus a thing that spins right next to it. And because they start from a premise that, Demmoch, you're spinning on a ball, so everything you test is already from a spinning standpoint, that you think you're sitting still, but you're spin. No, 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 no. That's not. You can't do that. You can't do that in reality for science. You can't just declare something. That way it nullifies everything you could ever even come up with. Like, it totally, to say you're on something that spins, wobbles, moves, tilts, falls, what? Huh? Yeah, you can never go test anything. That means you as a human, all your tests are negative, they're fail. Every human that's ever thought, hey, you're sitting still in this classroom or in this lab, guess what? Your test is bunk.
All right. Well, we'll see when he gets back to me and put it together.
But
Hopefully, he'll let you get the ideas out.
yeah. I mean, and I'll go over the idea that you can't be 1 foot off of the water, the ocean, right? And go in a horizontal line forward or even go down and hit clouds. But they don't even let me get the rest of the sentence out and they keep asking me what I'm talking about and they declare what I was saying, you know? It's just weird. But like a normal human sitting at home listening, normal person, right? Not just stuck with cartoons and I don't knows in their head. They can definitively sit on their couch to sitting still and listen to a phone that's playing something to them, right? And they know that's happening. And they can understand what I'm saying is actually logical. That's what they don't like. Because the person at home is going to be like, well, this dude's making sense. What? Like, as soon as I say, draw the debate, draw the earth curve on the wall, the debate's over because it's not going to, he won't be able to produce it. He's going to laugh and act stupid. Or he'll draw a horizontal line like he did last time. He literally got out a ruler and traced the ruler line on the wall and said, that's,
What?
yeah, dude, Riggs, this is what we're dealing with, bro. He got us, dude. I said, I own a steel ruler right here. One of the straightest rulers you can own. Has to be manufactured, steel cut straight. And I said, now this ruler, how straight is it compared to the earth curve or the squared function? He said that ruler is curved more than the earth. That's what McToon said. He said that steel ruler I had in my hand is curved more than the earth. Yeah, just weird. And I just laughed for about 30 minutes after that because, you know,
Roll that beautiful
Can
bean
borrow
footage, Bear.
can borrow my bendy ruler. He can borrow it.
yeah, mine was steel though. That was that plastic. Yeah, I like it. Hey, no, I like it.
That's funny.
If he can bend the earth curve that way, that'd be good. Yeah. I never seen you before. No, I seen you. You look like my buddy Dean. My buddy Dean at work. He works with me, helps me. Yeah, he always tries to wrestle me and stuff. He's funny because he's like way bigger than me. But like he'll try to grab me up and stuff, and I'll be like, "Come on, watch it, man!" And I'll grab him, grab his wrist, put him behind his back, and he's like, "You strong motherfucker." Oh, sorry, Dean. Sorry. No, but he's a good dude. You're a good dude too, paraplegic.
You're too kind. So what have you been doing lately, Demmoch? I remember
I
that
went to
one
get a
time you said
car. I went to get a car the other day, right? The people
uh,
tell me, they send me the thing. The guy says, call me, my personal number or whatever. I've got a lot of vehicles from that same place. Like, I don't even, maybe 11. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little, but of around 11, like, right? I mean, a lot of cars since I was younger till now from like the same group of people, right? The same car place. And so uh, I go in there and the price online says 18. This isn't the one I want. I want the one that costs more than 18. But the price, right? So I go in there and I say, okay, something. And he's like, oh, we're talking. And he goes, what do you mean 18? I said, yeah, the bottom line version is eight, starts at 18. That's like the bottom car on the bottom rung of the bottom line. That's the bottom one, 18. And the guy's like, no, it's worth way more than that. I said, what are you talking about? I said, dude, the bottom line of this car is 16 over here on this. And the guy goes, show me there's one for 18. I said, man, I know you just didn't say that with the phone sitting in my hand. I said, okay, hold on. 3 seconds it took me. I pressed in the name of the car. That's all I did. Press the name of the car, not the kind, nothing like that. Press enter. Nine of them pop up 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18. And the dude's looking. I said, so now what am I getting? What's my prize? Then he started stuttering and then saying some more shit. And he's like, well, this. And I said, yeah. And then I was told I get 0% financing because I have good credit and I've got vehicles and my last vehicle's paid off, right?
I've never seen anybody. I would, dude. Uh, I don't know. In this climate, I can't believe you get a 0% loan, unless it was like some deal that a brand
Bro,
new car dealer was doing, and they
yes,
were
it
doing it
is.
as
It is.
a favor. I don't even know how that would
No, it
work.
is. They got a whole lot full of cars, and every day I see a semi pull up with about 10 more. and they're like the main ones right here in this area that just get all the brand new ones. Like they only try to get
Oh,
only brand
oh,
new
brand
year.
new.
Yeah, it's
Well, what are you
26,
looking at? Are you
25,
looking at an
maybe
X?
25.
You
Huh?
looking at Kia or something? Because usually
No, not
cars
a
are
Kia. Nah, I think the Kia's a
Sonata,
little worse.
Hyundai,
Yeah.
Hyundai. That's all
Yep.
right. I mean, dude, it's not that they're horrible. I mean, the thing is that you get you get the warranty with it.
You get a 30-year,
I'm gonna live with
300,000-mile
those.
warranty with it. Yeah.
If you're getting
That's not
the
bad.
0% loan, that makes it worth it just to get the new car. I hate to say it,
Yeah,
because if you
30,
bought a
30,
used car, they're going to charge you for a used car.
same
They're going to charge you
amount. You got to get
eight.
full
That'll be eight
coverage.
percent, eight
Yeah, it's
percent
going to be the
loan.
same shit for a used car, brother. It's going to be there, and they're going to charge you 4,000 more for the used car than what it's worth. You might as well get the new one for the bottom price you
Well,
can. Yeah.
if because of the loan, yeah, but like
Yeah,
depending,
but I'm not talking about getting
like
nothing extravagant though. Look,
right.
I already did the fuck. I mean, the calculator's on the phone. You know what I mean? The price. If the price is this, you add tax, title, license, right? If they got doc, whatever, do you add that, and then that's the amount, right? And then you add on your percentage. If there's a percentage fee, it said either 0% or if you do 72 months, you can get 1.99 special financing. Yeah, it's a special deal for me because I've got a lot of cars there. So I was like, all right, I can do that. I said I can do the 0 for the Tucson, right? This one, or I'll do another car. Well, it don't matter. I'll take this one, right? I said, really, I'll take the inline is the one I want. But then the guy started telling me about an Elantra SE, the bottom version. He's like, oh, it's 24 plus this and this. And I was like, what are you talking about? I said the damn SEL Sport is 24. I said the SE is 18. It's the bottom of the barrel, brother. It's the value edition. What do you mean? The guy, you know what I mean? The guy's trying to tell me like I'm
Do they
goofy.
still do the accent? Is the accent still a car? That was the lowest one they used to do. It's probably. Do they
Well,
do the Sonata?
they got one called the Venue. I think that's a little cheaper than the Elantra. The Elantra is nice depending on which one you get. If you get the inline or the N, those are good. Or if you get the Sonata
What the hell is? What do you mean a 6-cylinder inline? Because pretty much
No, no,
all
no,
four
no,
cylinders
no,
are inline.
no.
Are you talking about a name? You're not talking about the motor where the piston.
It's the trim level, the what type. Yeah, it's like what
Okay,
they give you
got
the turbo, whatever. The inside's done up. You get the badging on the seat. You get the little in on the seat that lights up, and I don't know.
you.
It's just they add stuff. You get the little wing on the back, the spoiler or whatever. You get the little accents on the side that are different color.
Gotcha, gotcha.
You get little air vents out the side that don't normally come on the regular one, and it's
It's
another
the
motor. It's a
SS. You
whole
got
other
the
motor
SS.
in there.
It's the
Well, they put
SS
a
Camaro compared to the regular Camaro. If you compare to
yeah,
the RS.
exactly. Well, one of them is going to be regular, naturally aspirated, whatever. Then you could probably get the turbo if you want, or you can get the sport kit on the car. So you get the trim that's just regular, like a SE version would be just a regular Camaro V8, the Camaro V8 SE version, if you want to compare it that way.
Yeah, but actually,
And
yeah,
then the
they had
SS
some
would be like the
RSs with
inline or the in base, yeah.
they did have a
Yeah, but the
they did have
Camaro,
V6s with the Camaro. You could get a V6
yeah,
with
but
some of the old
you
ones.
can get, yeah, you can get a V6 Camaro, you can get a V6 Mustang, you can get the four-cylinder
Now wait a
Mustang.
minute, was it a
That's
straight?
330
See, I don't know.
horsepower.
I
It's
couldn't tell you.
330 horsepower with the four-cylinder Mustang.
The 4-cylinder?
Oh yeah, four-cylinder baby boy. That's a
Was that
beast.
a freaking turbo?
2.7,
That's a
2.4,
lot of
2.7.
horses. That's a
Huh?
lot of horses for a 4-cylinder,
Nah,
dude.
that's nothing.
Years. There was years, dude. There was years the Corvette was 190 horses out of an 8-cylinder. Now that was the worst year ever when they had it all.
Yeah, but
You know,
that's really
smog,
nothing.
smog this and smog that. Dude, that's
That's nothing
nothing
because
for an 8-cylinder. Dude, you should be
no, I'm
getting
telling.
300 horses out of an 8-cylinder
No, you won't let me
minimum.
finish. For the four-cylinder, it's nothing. You can get 1,100 horses out of those, dude. You can
Oh
get
my,
you can get 150 out of each cylinder. You know that, right?
dude, what with what?
With the
Using
four-cylinder.
top fuel, freaking NHRA dragster fuel.
I'm just saying. No, but I'm saying you can. Now listen, here's the science in it. It's just real physics and science, brother. they can get more than 200 horsepower out of each port because the Nismo motor for the Nissan four cylinder was getting 1100. The Huniken was getting 11 and 1200 out of his. Yeah, he was having turbo and whatever and whatever. But I'm just saying it was a four cylinder. It is a four cylinder. It's not a
No,
four cylinder.
that doesn't jive, dude. For years, the BMW was they were putting out the most horses per liter. If I'm not mistaken, it was 100 horses per liter. So 500 horsepower. But dude, I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying BMW was like at the top of that list. Like Chevy was like like 85, and this one was like 90. So I don't know, dude. But you're talking about that's a lot of horsepower per cylinder. That's just two
I'm not saying they all have
cylinders
it.
like 100 horses piece.
Now, what's the Ferrari motor or the whatever? They got a three cylinder, right? With 300 and
Oh
something
Lord.
horsepower out of the three cylinder Ferrari or
Oh,
whoever. Yeah,
they got like
a
a
little three
street.
cylinder, dude, with
Yeah,
300
I know
horsepower.
they have a Jaguar that's a 3 cylinder. I don't know about a Ferrari. Never heard of a 3 cylinder Ferrari though.
It's
But I
something.
believe
It's
you.
one of the race cars, dude. It's one of the little race cars. They go whang around the track and they go fast. But it's got
Oh,
300. Yeah, it's 300 horsepower for it. It's one of the lightweight cars that are really aerodynamic, really fast, low to the ground.
oh,
Yeah. And they put that motor now in the Buick, in some GMs, in Chevys, in Trailblazers, in trucks. A
a
three
three
cylinder.
cylinder?
Dude,
That's
yes.
interesting, dude.
And
Just
the
don't
four
tell me it's a V.
cylinder.
Just don't tell me it's a V3.
I will. Anyway,
It's a
and
V3.
then, dude, they put four cylinders in trucks, dude. You know that, right?
Oh yeah, I mean they have V4s. They have the inline threes. Obviously it's an inline race. But
They don't
somebody literally told me
horsepower.
one time that they had a V. I'm not kidding, a V3, and I said that can't be right. They said no, they actually made one, and I was like, well, wait a minute, that wouldn't be balanced right. They said it would if you had a big piston on one side and two pistons exactly half as big as the
Somebody
big
really
one. I'm
said
like,
that?
what's the point of that? I was like, how? I'm like, that can't be true. You know what? It just can't be true. Why would somebody do a big piston on one side and two on the other? That's so weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm like,
I don't believe
compression.
that that type of car. That's crazy.
I think it's three. I
V3.
think it's the same size, man. I think they're the same size.
Now, I've never seen a V4, but I know they make a boxer engine that is two
That's
on one side, one there,
sideways,
but
though.
they're
Well,
opposing each
right,
other.
yeah. Well,
That's my idea of a motor. Yeah,
that's what
sideways.
a VW motor is, and a Porsche motor. Yeah, the box motor is the just the regular well, some people call it the flathead. It's like a flathead V8. Same thing.
Must be pretty.
Sideways.
Mazda has a motor that's different too. You know about Mazda's old motor they used to use. I think they still
Oh,
do.
the Wankel. Oh,
Well,
love the
it's like
Wankel.
a tube, and they got the little thing, and it spins around in there. It's like a little triangle thing. It's like a disc,
That's
and they
that's
stack them.
pretty.
So a Mazda 6 would be six of those discs. A Mazda 3 would be three of them, or four, and they get.
Actually, no, the MX 8 was it MX? No, I'm sorry. The what the hell was it called? The RX 8, the RX 7. The RX 7 was a dual rotor Wankel, so it had two of those triangle things, flying around inside a basically it's an oval. It's an oval.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they have one with dual. I'm not sure if they have one with the three rotors. But
I don't know, but Mustang used their motor one time in one of their cars.
I didn't know anybody. Wankel is typically a Mazda motor. I never heard of a Mustang with one, but
Well, Mustang took their stuff, and one of Mustang's motors, like on the thing, it said, "You don't know this, but Mustang secretly borrowed this and this and this from Mazda for this Mustang." And I was like, "What the hell?" Yeah, I mean, it's just and Yamaha. I didn't know Yamaha made a lot of motors for other companies, but they do.
yeah. I tell you what, Yamaha actually. had a pretty cool car out for a little while. I think it was called
Yeah.
a Swift, or maybe it wasn't a Swift. It was some, I'm not sure, but it was a pretty fast little car. I mean, shit, for
Did they
so
have a
many years.
motorcycle?
No, no, the Yamaha, they had a car. Or I don't know if they had a car. Yeah, well, hold on, man. I don't have that
Was there a
Yamaha.
truck, a Yamaha truck, a little truck like a S10 or
Shit, they
anything?
got
No.
Lamborghini tractors. You ever seen a Lamborghini tractor? They're freaking cool.
I don't know. Supposedly my
Look up a
grandpa.
Lamborghini tractor. It's really,
Well,
really cool.
supposedly my grandpa used to drive a
Why am
tractor
I
to
playing
school
that?
when he was getting his
Car.
license. He drove a tractor back and forth.
Hmm.
Never met him, but
Says it doesn't make a mainstream cars, but it makes major automotive component suppliers for Toyota, Lexus, Caterham, Project V, Subaru, STIERA, Yamaha golf cars, and performance standard. I swear they had a. You know what? I'm an idiot. I'm thinking about the Suzuki
it's
Swift. It's the
okay.
Suzuki.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
thinking about the
Suzuki's.
Suzuki.
I thought, yeah, I was going to ask you if you was talking about Suzuki or a Suzu.
Yep, it was a Swift. I remember the Swift now. Yeah.
But Yamaha does make motors, so you're not far off. They could have made the motors for it.
Yeah, they could have put a motor in something easy because crap, the Honda, that's what the Civics had in them. Pretty much big motorcycle engines.
Well,
1800.
they're
Remember
tuners.
when we were younger, the Civic, if you had a regular Civic, it was a 1600 cc, and then if you had the big one, it was 18, and then I think they came up with a 22, like a 2200, which is
Yeah, the three-cylinder they say is basically a big motorcycle motor.
yeah, I missed riding bikes. I miss the motorcycles, man. Good.
What are you guys up to?
What's up, Cole? Cole's back. Did you
What's that?
did you find out the name of your grinder? We're not going to start talking about coffee. I just want to know the name.
No, I haven't even walked through the house.
It's all
I,
right.
I got
I
a
just got a
splitting
new
headache. And
espresso machine.
It's
did
a
you?
Krieger. I'm just gonna guess random names. Hugenstans. I don't even
Yeah.
know.
Well, he got like a nice one, and I'm gonna guess he got the It's an Otis. I think it's called an Otis, or I actually looked it up.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say names.
Ollie Grin makes a pretty expensive one. An $80 one. What else?
Black and Decker.
Uh, Cuisinart makes one. Oxo Brew. I thought he might have got an Oxo Brew. That's the first one I thought because they make $100 grinders.
Did you say
Quasar.
Queefonomics?
Quaalude.
I thought
Quigonomics.
I thought he said Queefonomics.
No.
No, no.
So, oh God, Queef. You don't want to do. That's how it's
That's what
done.
I thought you said. That's what I was thinking. What?
Yeah, so Ollie Grin makes a $57 one. There's a Wankel conical burr electric coffee grinder. It's a Wankel.
Pearl.
WACLE. Yep.
Bun.
Bun. Yeah, I have a bun. I have a commercial bun grinder. There's some of these grinders, boy, they really got.
Quasar. Doesn't Quasar make one like the little star dot thing? Is like QU Quasar.
Not sure. There's an
Pulsar, Quasar.
Aeromaster burr coffee grinder. It's got 48 settings. That's a $90 one. That's right around his.
Magic Chef.
He got a nice one, I think. I bet you got an Oxo Brew. That's what I'm gonna
What if
guess.
what if they got a Chef Tony? The rock and chop grinder, baby.
Oh gosh, dude, I was watching some
What if he
shit from
got?
like the 80s and 90s. Do you remember that guy Tony who used to sell the exercise equipment? He had a ponytail.
Yeah, yeah. He looked like the
He'd
dude
be
off.
like doing the one
Yeah,
where he's moving his feet back and forth, and he'd be all hyper,
yeah. The
running,
big,
running
the stocky
around.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
but
looked
he
like
was
dude off
built and
King of
all. He was
Queens.
built, little stocky dude. Yeah,
Yeah, like the guy off King of Queens. Yeah, with a
yeah.
ponytail.
He definitely sounded like he was on cocaine.
Yeah. What about the Sham Wow guy?
Though.
Really?
What about the Oxy dude? OxyClean, OxyClean. He jumped in the way.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I got a better one.
Mentos. That dude
What was
jumped in
the
the back of people's cars, bro. You can't beat that.
what were the squeegee? Not the squeegees. Dude, what was it? ShamWow, dude.
That's what I
ShamWow was
said. Yeah,
probably
Sham
the
Wow.
biggest commercial guy. Dude. He did the swivel sweeper. He did ShamWow. He does the steam mop. Dude, he's done so much stuff.
Yeah, but none of them can beat the one dude who used to sell the micro machines. That dude used to sell. He used to talk so fast.
There's a movie about the girl that invented that the mop that think you turned it and it kind of wrung itself out without touching it. That was a pretty good movie actually. The movie is about her whole her life. Kind of interesting.
Gotta know what you're looking for. He said this movie is good, but you gotta know what you're looking for. We should do ad lib raps. Ad lib, the mad lib.
Man, it's so funny. I don't know why somebody was asking about Stranger Things. I think Stranger Things is pretty. I don't know why. I think people like it because it's from the 80s. Just reminds people of their childhood. So far out there, though.
Yeah, I think anything like Twilight Zone or Stranger Things or Doctor Who or certain things, man. Even that one Marvel dude, it just had all the I forget his name, man, but he was like the wizard or something in the cave. But that dude, things like that and special powers, kids, people they want to watch it.
Yeah, Doctor Strange.
What are you doing, Cole? They had to discuss whether they could make a straight line for hours the other day at Geo's. I wasn't in the conversation, but I listened to a little bit
Was
of
it
it.
just as dead everywhere or what? Just because of football?
They got a couple people over there, but yeah, it's been dead over there too. Here, yeah, might be football.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been like every server I've looked at today is just empty, except, a couple people every now and then.
Yeah, they don't know if you're moving or stationary, but the default's moving. Isn't that weird? While getting a reading of 0.
Yo, up Andrew.
Hey guys,
Dead. Dead
What's
everywhere. All of it. Huh?
no one has the winning Powerball numbers yet.
Well, if it's not Powerball, it's football.
All right, well, something like
Why?
Yeah,
What's it worth a crazy amount?
I don't know. Like every time I go to the gas station, I just see that they have like all these different numbers up there, and I'm like, ah. And then the higher it gets, the more people are standing in line, and it just annoys me so much. I don't think the lottery is actually real. For the most part, when it comes to the super jackpots,
It's
I don't know
not.
why I brought this subject up, but it's
Statistically, there's no way that only 90-year-old people or people that are getting ready to pass or people that have no family win this thing. Or the guys that rig it that they tell you about on the news that won it 47 times in a row because they rigged it. And we all been playing it and didn't get paid back.
there's something going on with it.
Yeah. Yeah. How does somebody know the lotto number that's going to pop up? Yeah, I mean, go figure. That's all you need to know, right? If someone could already pre-know the lotto number beforehand, and they're supposed to draw them that night, yeah, okay.
I think it was around 8 years ago, roughly, when the Powerball got up to over $1 billion for the first time. Everybody was going out and buying lottery tickets. And I'll admit, I think I bought like $10 worth, because they're $2 a piece. And I think I got like $4 back out of that. So I matched like two numbers or something.
You
And in
can
the
win.
meantime,
You can win the small
well,
amounts off of it, like when it says you can win 50,000 for 4 or 5, no, like whatever numbers in the yeah, that people can actually win. I think that's the real thing. You can actually win. That's a lucky thing. Yeah,
I
but
agree.
the other part, no.
Yeah, the super jackpot. No, that's just getting siphoned back into the a slush fund of whoever's running that kind of a scandal.
Right, but they will allow the $100,000 winner, the 4 number, 5 number. The person didn't get it all. That just got this certain amount because they need people in reality somewhere to actually be like, "Hey, I won this," and people be like, "Oh, damn, somebody won."
Yeah, and there's a lot of there was at one point there was a show on TV that my parents would watch once in a while. I come over to their house I grew up in, and they'd be watching a show called My Lottery Winnings. I think it's what it was called. Not a single one of them was over $2 million. So it was that extra bonus jackpot that was never announced. And there's no way that anyone can say, well, someone won that money, but there's never been a single shred of evidence in regards to it. And that's why I was just at the gas station, and that's what I had to deal with just now. Now I'm parked in a parking lot waiting for my computer diagnostic to be completed. But
What's wrong with your computer?
Oh, I bought a new computer a while back, and all the parts were under warranty.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, I started having some problems, and I was I'm not going to diagnose it myself. I mean, I could, but when it's out of warranty.
Okay.
So if they diagnose it and they say, oh yeah, well, yeah, there's a faulty motherboard or CPU or whatever, then they have to replace it for free. So just waiting for that. But no, it's a pretty pimp sauce type of a computer. I haven't been online with it yet. I'll show you guys all the specs on it. So later.
I'm sorry, bro. You were saying something before I interrupted.
I said a couple things. Yeah, I said I'm just sitting in the parking lot right now, waiting for Supermicro to get me send me a text message saying that it's been diagnosed and what the diagnosis actually is, and if they're going to be replacing any parts. I think they will be. I think my RAM and possibly my motherboard wasn't functioning properly. I was getting all kinds of errors. Normally I just do it on my own, but that's what you buy the warranty for. So anyways, and not many people here at the moment.
It's just been how it is today. I don't know. Super quiet.
Yeah, it happens. So the next trivia that I'm going to be doing, I can do it over here with you on your channel, Riggs, or I can do it anywhere else. Doesn't really matter. And it's going to be STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And then a fifth topic, just to throw a little bit of I don't know, maybe just like random conspiracies that I can think of.
Okay. When do you want to do it? In a week or two?
It takes a while for me to write these.
Okay.
So I'll definitely give you at least a 2 weeks heads up. So no, not in 2 weeks.
Okay.
No.
That way we can. Yeah, because last time the event didn't get made in time, and also I need to start testing. Like a buzzer.
Yeah.
So I'll get on top of that. I'll start testing a buzzer.
Yeah, we can talk privately about that as well, because a lot of people, they might be in different countries or whatnot, and then there can be like a 1 second delay.
Yeah,
and some people.
I don't know how to fix that. I mean, that's not something that we can fix, you know?
Well, I have a possible solution, because this will be my 31st trivia I've done.
Can you do
It was really rough. I don't know. I don't know how that would work on Discord.
Well, I'm just saying, if you could do a poll and then it could tell you who answered what on the little poll as you look
What
down.
about this, Andrew? What if we told people to write down their answer in the DM and they have like a certain amount of time to do it or something, like 5 seconds or I don't know.
That could work.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Write your answer. Go.
Yeah, because a lot of people are going to just be prone to want to cheat, and it's unfortunate.
That's the problem, you know. Like, but if you set a time limit, they might not have enough time to cheat and then write it down. You know.
Yeah, that's where the buzzer system, I think, would probably work out really well, because the first person that, it's sort of like Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune, or there's a lot of these things that can be used, and I've researched a lot of them.
But Andrew, what could happen is, let's say somebody just presses the buzzer thing, and the first 3 people, they strike out. Well, the fourth one's had time to ask the question online.
Yeah, that's another caveat.
Dude,
so
I think we don't. I don't think we let anybody in that we don't know. We just don't let.
Yeah.
You don't let the new kid that we don't know. We just make it about all the people that we know. And
yeah. So
at least you have some kind of a small semblance of honor. At least that way.
I think the idea,
people are going to cheat. Yeah.
I think the idea about having like 10 seconds to answer would be good, because then anybody who has the answer, they'd have to type it out and send it to, like, there has to be a system where you have 10 seconds to reply, and you type the answer in, and you hit enter, and basically, if you get the answer correct, you get a point. So anybody could get a point. It doesn't have to just be one person. Anybody can get a point. Anybody can get it right, as long as they answer within a certain amount of time. That way you can give away more points as well.
Yeah, I don't think it was a complete shit show last time, but I have done some trivias where it was like that, where I had to definitely intervene and tell the contestants, like, you need to, like, dare I say, stop drinking heavy amounts of alcohol while you're doing this. It's just being disruptive. I've had to do it a couple of times. So I'm trying to work out all the kinks over the years I've been doing this. But either way, it's
funny because you're drinking beer while you're doing it.
I am, yeah. Well, I admit it.
Yeah.
But no one can tell. If I didn't tell you, you wouldn't notice.
I mean, you had your camera on. We could see you drink the beer.
Oh, yeah. Well,
mean,
Well, if I didn't have my camera on and I also didn't have
Yeah.
any beer,
Yeah.
I'd be fine. But no one would notice. I don't try to hide it. But either way, yeah, it's going to be science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. That's going to be the topic. And then I'm just going to throw in some random conspiracy questions, or I don't know, something else. I got to figure it out. And if anyone has any questions in regards to these topics, STEM, shoot me a list of like 2 or 3 questions. I will vet them and cross-check the information, and then maybe include them, which I usually do.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look at like different answering schemes and try to
Yeah.
pick the best one. We'll be in contact. You're into magic too, so you might even know some of the best ways without being too tricky.
Yes, I am into magic. Yes, very much so. Magic is actually one of the presentations I'm going to be putting forth in one of my next coming, maybe in 3 or 4 weeks, roughly. And just showing how magic is actually associated with government and sociology and mind control, because it is. And I have a lot of evidence to prove in regards to it. But a lot of people just disregard it because they think, oh, it's just David Blaine. Okay, more to it than that. Oh, it's just the government lying to me. Yep, there's more to it than that. So that's what
They can't tell you the truth.
Say again.
The government can't tell you the truth.
Well, it wouldn't do them any favor if they did.
Right. The policy is to not tell any public. That's why they have, the Department of Defense, and like that's what treason and all the other stuff. And like you could be held under court martial. You can be like anytime it's like something to do with national security or anything they deem that said thing or anything, they just shut it down. So they don't have to tell anything. Science, they don't have to tell nothing. Yeah, that's the weird part.
Yeah. So
Hey, isn't it weird that they also like keep secrets, right?
Yep.
Well, yeah, you can't go do science as a kid or learn any new stuff in the classroom. Okay, kindergarten and up, you're supposed to learn new things. 2026, you can't learn what the government knows in science on like the newest propulsion. You can't go work on it in your classroom as a fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth grader, and you're supposed to be doing that exact thing. It's supposed to be your information, but you don't get it. But then they tell you they're teaching you science.
Hey, isn't it true that that one scientist, he's a astrophysicist or whatever, Michio Kaku?
Michio
He
Kuku?
built,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Theoretical physicist. Theoretical.
Michio Bukaki.
Yeah. The Japanese guy. Yeah.
Yeah, the Bukaki guy.
Yeah.
No. We know who you're talking about. What about him?
Yeah, well, anyway, I guess when he was, I guess, in 6th grade, he made a nuclear reactor in his garage.
That wasn't Michio Kaku. That was just some dude. It was just some boy that did that.
Some boy.
Well, they said he actually did it.
No, it's not Michio Kaku. He didn't do that.
Do you know what a nuclear reactor is? Do you know how to make one?
Or what?
Get a container.
It's a container. What do you put in that container?
You're put stuff in it, and you're going to react it. You're going to heat that container at the bottom, and it's going to react. It's going to be a nuclear reactor. You can put a hot rock underneath it. You can fart by
Baking
it.
soda.
This guy's
I
telling the
remember
truth, though.
doing that.
There was a teenager who he took a bunch of, if I'm not mistaken, smoke detectors or something, and because they had this little radioactive little tiny piece of something radioactive inside to make it work, and he took a whole bunch of them and got all that out, and made like a radioactive thing in his garage, like a reactor, like that's a true story.
All right, just real quick, and I have to go AFK because I'm going to the store again. Smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors do not actually detect any one of those things, either one, smoke or carbon monoxide. What they detect is the absence of oxygen, and then it will set off an alarm because smoke depletes oxygen along with carbon monoxide.
Yeah, I could be wrong about it being a smoke detector. It was some kind of little thing that you can get your hands on that actually had a little radioactive particle in it. That's what he used.
Andrew, hey, I want to invite you to a game of chess, bro. You gonna play?
I can't play right now. I will always, if I'm available, like at my house, yeah.
Andrew's the master.
If my girlfriend isn't like, I'm pretty good.
I've seen you play before. I know. I'm not being smartass. I'm being serious. Like you're good.
Yeah, it takes practice. I'm not trying to say I'm the best. I've been beaten many times, but yeah, I'll play anybody as long as I'm available. But right now, I'm not because I'm on my phone in my car at the moment, waiting for
I've
them
played him
to.
before.
You should
Did
play
you?
on boards. Real men play on real boards.
Oh, yeah, it's called over the board. Yeah, versus online.
Yes,
And I actually played one of my students 2 weeks ago. Or was it last week? I took my queen off the board and still beat him. And I'll do that for
that's
anyone.
good. Right, but you could literally picture, film the board, and you make them. You can both make the moves from each of where you live. You both have a board set up. Yeah, you make the same moves as each other on each side. When they make them, you take that. Yeah,
Yeah, and it's I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I started playing chess when I was 8 years old. I'm 43 right now, and I've only gone a short amount of time in my life without playing chess.
Listen to Andrew
I
trying to
studied it.
toot
I
Oh
know
his
the
no,
own
you
horn.
openings.
ain't.
I know that. Yeah.
You ain't got to say nothing, brother. When I was a little kid, first learning how to play chess, and I learned what the moves do at like 4 or 5, whatever, because my uncle was like interested in teaching me. And so he showed me, but he wasn't the brightest bulb. He just knew what to do. You know what I mean? So he knew how to
Yeah.
play, right? And then, so lo and behold, I knew what the pieces did. And I thought, hey, I know how to play chess, right? I go over to my friend's house. Long story short, this gentleman comes out, just an older dude, looked like, you just like, you wouldn't think. And then he comes and sits down. He's like, what you boys trying to do? I said, what are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, put the pieces together for me or put them up. I set them all up or whatever. And he goes, you want to go first or you want me to go first? I was like, I don't know. He's like, you know how to play? I was like, yeah. He said, well, I'm going to beat you in 3 moves. I was like, you're going to beat me in 3 moves? It's like, damn, that's pretty good. Okay. But like I said, I knew what they did and stuff, and I am young. But the weird thing about it is he beat me in 3 moves. And he beat like a couple people in 3 moves. So it wasn't just me as a kid. He beat three or four other people with the same like 3 moves, but just used them different or whatever. But dude was badass, just some old dude. You know what I mean? I don't. So to think that people
That's the
can't be
first way
good,
that
yeah.
chess coaches and older people, as long as they're going to be considered like a teacher in chess, they're going to show you the easiest way to get beat.
Yep.
And that's called like a scholar's beat. And that can be, yeah, between, it's like 2 to 4 moves. That's the fastest way you can do it. Bishop and queen situation. So when it comes to that type of training, that's when it activates a certain type of the brain, like the creative subconscious, like, oh, wow, now I know what to look for. And so they show you,
Right.
like, this is how I beat you so fast. Now you know what not to do. And if your opponent is doing it,
Exactly. And if your opponent doesn't, you can beat them the same way within 3 moves and knock their socks off. Yes. Yep.
yeah, but 8-year-olds learn that. That's how I learned it because my teacher, my history teacher, I'm sorry, my elementary school teacher taught me how to play chess, and then my uncle did as well, and they just kicked my ass. I
Yeah,
didn't I
yeah.
didn't know all the rules, but then later on, my dad saw that I was getting interested in it, and he bought me a chess program called Chess Master 4000, and it was on like Windows 95, I think is what it was. Yes.
Okay, I would have liked that. See, I didn't really ever get any of that. I just played a little
Yeah,
while, and then whenever the board got ruined, no more chess for a while. You know what I mean?
yeah, and then I went into chess tournaments, and I was in a chess club in junior high and high school, and then also outside of both of those things. Yeah, I was a chess nerd, and I never got much
I had
out of
a
it other than playing chess. It wasn't like, oh yeah, I won the lottery numbers, or figured out
Right,
this new
right.
algorithm.
Yeah,
No,
I never
this
really.
yeah.
Yeah, I never even discussed. Now my uncles, they he was okay, like I said, but like he didn't really like beat me right away. Like once I knew what the moves were, and after the other guy, showed me that 3 move thing or whatever, and like after I, got smarter and realized, hey, I actually want to seriously win the game or not. That's when you actually learn.